Andrew Murray here from the Apartment Specialists. Welcome to our channel. Today we've got Harry here from the team.
Hey guys, how are you?
Cool. Today we're talking about oversupply. So people are concerned about oversupply in the CBD with apartments and the fringes because there's so many cranes around. So Harry, what happens when there's an oversupply of apartments?
It's just like anything, like supply and demand. So especially in apartments, when a huge supply comes out, demand drops and so do prices as well.
Okay. So has there ever been an oversupply in apartments in Auckland?
Yeah, 100%. So mid-2000s, 2003 to 2006.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
There was around about 9,500 apartments built in Auckland.
Now that's a lot of apartments.
Yep.
Okay. To give you an idea, there's before this last little, a boom of apartments, mini boom we call it, there were about 17,500 in the CBD.
Yep.
So that was more than 50% more apartments, and that was only, that's only 4 years. Okay. So if we look at from 2015 to 2019, how many apartments are coming in?
There's around about 3,500 or 3,600 approximately popping out.
Yeah. So that's almost like just a bit more than one of those years back in the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
So if you look at that whole period of what happened then, which actually led up to this whole apartment boom in values, is that oversupply was followed by an undersupply.
Yeah.
And so that time frame from about 2010, how many apartments came out?
So it was around another 4 years as well, between 2010 to 2014.
Yeah.
There was 250 apartments that were brought to the market.
I mean, that's virtually nothing. In fact, 2 years were actually at zero. Okay, that puts it in perspective. You 1,200 apartments in 2017, 823 in 2018, and 900. I mean, in 2019, the numbers are actually dropping off.
Yeah.
So we're talking. I think we looked at it before. It was a total of about 3,500 apartments coming out from 2015 all the way to 2019.
Yeah. So over the next 10 years, we need 66,000 apartments approximately to I guess keep up with the demand that's going on at the moment. Whereas I guess what's happening in the next few years. I guess between 2015 to 2019, we've only had 3,600 apartments built. Yeah.
So we're actually under supply, and we actually need more apartments. We actually want more apartments, and that's the way it's heading. Especially with house prices at an average of around about $1 million.
Yeah.
First home buyers, it's apartments is the answer. So now, what about immigrations? What's happening with that? Because actually, how's that affecting our city at the moment?
Well, there was 71,000 people coming into New Zealand last year.
Yeah.
Approximately 2/3 of those stay in Auckland as well. Yeah. So I guess if you're looking at a population where we're exploding, but there's not that supply to catch up with that either. So that's why I say in the foreseeable future, we don't really have to worry about oversupply here in Auckland.
Yeah. So if there was a number going to come out, and you would be concerned, you'd have to have another 10,000 coming out. Then I'd be looking at numbers and going, okay, it's going to be interesting. Yeah. What's going to happen? I hope that really helps you, especially with your fears of having an oversupply, because it is a valid fear. It has happened before, and people have lost money because of it. It took about after last oversupply, about 3 to 4 years for people to get back to those prices. Yeah. Good news is history is not going to repeat itself in this case. The writing's on the wall. We need more. Now, I thought we'd talk about another one next time. Is everybody loves the character buildings, but they've got one threat: earthquake. Okay, they're built in a lot of them. These character buildings in the early 1900s.
Yep.
Earthquake problems are their main issue facing them, and there's been some change of the legislation that is going to make every single character buyer and owner they need to pay attention to. So we'll talk about that next week. Any comments or questions around about supply and demand or what's happening in the apartment market in Auckland at the moment, just put it in the box below. Cheers, guys.
Thanks.